Hi, my name is Lena, and I'm with the Minnesota Anti-War Committee. We are outside Amy Klobashar's office once again. If you have protested with the AWC over the last few years, this place is very familiar. We have followed Amy from her old office to her new one because she has historically held horrible positions and is complicit in a lot of shit. We are out here demanding that she listens to us. Amy Clolobashar holds power right now to either vote for or against increased DHS funding. But now is not the time to be talking about or voting on reform, about increasing funding to ICE so we can buy them body cameras or give them more training. People are being kidnapped off the streets and disappeared. In less than 3 weeks, ICE has executed 2 people and shot 1 other in Minneapolis. Shame. All with cameras recording. During this time, people in ICE custody are also dying with no witnesses. People are scared to leave their homes, go to school, go to work, get groceries, go to the doctor. Klobuchar has historically ignored her constituents' demands time and time again. She has repeatedly voted for immigration policies that expand DHS funding for border security, increase Border Patrol agents, expand surveillance technology, voted for more humane detention for immigrants, whatever that means, and has explicitly stated the necessity of ICE and major borders for a major country. She claims that she wants to address the root causes of migration and yet has also voted to increase our military spending countless times. Is this the type of politician that has anyone's best interest in mind? No! As I've said before, we've protested here many times against Klobashar's warmongering and Zionist positions. She has voted to increase U.S. security and military assistance to Israel, has supported illegal Israeli settlements in the West Bank, and has called Israel the beacon of democracy. There are many parallels between the IDF and ICE. They're 2 sides of the same coin. Both the IDF and ICE target children. They use the same weapons and border wall surveillance technology like Palantir. They both act as unaccountable occupying forces as tools of state control. ICE illegally detains people who criticize Israel. They both act with unprovoked and escalatory violence while claiming self-defense. ICE even has an office and trains in Israel. I want to make clear that this terror has always started at home. The U.S. then exports that terror abroad, and eventually it comes right back home to us. It has always worked this way. This is what American security and state apparatuses are designed to do. Klobuchar and other Democrats have been complicit in these acts of terror, both at home and abroad. The U.S. has destabilized and destroyed countries, has supported coups to carry out regime change, has imposed deadly sanctions that strangle economies. This is imperialist violence, destroying nations and forcing people to migrate for survival. Then, when desperate people come looking for better conditions here in the U.S. exploits them for cheap labor, while ICE invades cities, terrorizes our immigrant neighbors, and abducts them from their homes, sending them to detention facilities with purposeful, dehumanizing disregard for their lives. Shame! This year alone, our politicians have consistently turned away when we confronted them about their role in attacks on Palestine, Venezuela, or Iran. What are they going to do when it's in their own city? None of our politicians will ever promote any substantial change that departs from the establishment. Trump's ICE brigade didn't pop up out of nowhere. Its foundation has been laid for decades with bipartisan support. However Clolobashar ends up voting on this bill, we are under no illusion that she has any desire to keep us safe. We have been calling on our leaders to do something to protect us. Instead, all they do is release statements asking Trump to leave us alone and telling ICE to leave our city, but do absolutely nothing material to stop them, absolutely nothing to help. All we have are empty words from our politicians who would never dare be in the streets with us. Shame! That's why people like Amy Klobuchar need to be held accountable. Our politicians are not meeting this moment. The issue isn't a better ICE or a return to a pre-Trump era ICE. The issue is getting ICE the fuck out of here. It's legalization for all. Now in this crucial moment, Minneapolis is a testing ground for Trump to see what he can get away with to cities who resist. People's eyes are on us right now, seeing how we have been responding. We are protecting each other, and we are fighting back. Anytime I leave my house, I see my neighbors patrolling the streets. Our rapid response networks are so organized that Bovino himself admitted it's making their job difficult. People have been showing up in the tens of thousands, multiple times a week, to protests and rallies and vigils. When ICE terrorizes our immigrant community, when ICE kills our neighbors, it is our duty to fight back. It is our right to resist terror in the streets. All people under the boot of U.S. imperialism and aggression have the right to fight back. We're showing the rest of this country what people power looks like. Repeat after me. All power to the people. All power to the people. ICE out now. ICE out now. Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE. Thank you.
All power to the people. All
power to the people.
ICE out now.
ICE out now.
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
ICE out now.
ICE out now.
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
Speaking of fuck ICE, my favorite chant. When I say chinga, you say la migra. Chinga. 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 Fuck ICE. 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 When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? 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 From Palestine to Mexico. These racist walls have got to go.
These racist walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico.
Palestine to Mexico.
These racist walls have got to go.
These racist walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico.
Palestine to Mexico.
These racist walls have got to go.
These racist walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico.
Palestine to Mexico.
These racist walls have got to go.
Racist walls have got to go.
These racist walls have got to go.
These racist walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico.
From Palestine to Mexico.
Woo! God, I love when I lose my voice. Our next speaker is a renowned activist in the community. They're also a member of SDS, also known as Student from Democratic Society, who's been very active. And they do a lot of good work. Give it up for Sashmit.
It is right to rebel!
It is right to rebel.
Minneapolis, give them hell! It is right to rebel!
It is right to rebel.
Minneapolis, give them hell!
Minneapolis, give 'em hell.
I wanted to try out that chant that was lovingly written for us by our friends at National SDS. I think it's so important to remember that we are not just fighting for ICE out of Minneapolis, we're fighting for ICE out of everywhere. And in turn, our siblings across the country are fighting just as hard for us. And we're going to show up for them when ICE eventually comes there. Hello, my name is Shushmith, and I'm a proud member of Students for a Democratic Society. We're here today not only to mourn the brutal murder of Keith Porter, Renee Good, and Alex Pretti, but to fight against the brutality faced by Julio Cesar Sosa Celius and all those detained in ICE cages and their families destroyed by ICE violence. It's clear to everyone that Minnesotans want ICE out of everywhere. They are a ghoulish, monstrous agency that should never have come into existence. That's right. The abolition of ICE is a common sense demand, one that we will continue to fight for. Since students have come back on campus, SDS has been protesting ICE officers staying at the Graduate Hotel right off campus. We have been met with riot gear and pepper balls as the police fight to defend property instead of the people they claim to protect. When police officers and ICE agents point their guns at us, I'm reminded of the training they've done at the university's own gun range in Rosemont, Minnesota. Shame! Up until 2025, the university leased that gun range to ICE. It's very possible that the killers of Renee Good and Alex Pretti trained alongside UMPD. Shame! The campus community has been shaken to its core by ICE violence. Clubs, Greek life, and cultural centers are banding together to demand no ICE on campus. Our unions are fighting for protections for international students and vulnerable students and staff. Legal observers have been detained in Dinkytown, and the best administration can offer is emails and 2 weeks of hybrid learning. But you guys haven't heard the worst part, but only if you fill out a form detailing why you need it. Your woman deserves better. We demand actual sanctuary campus. We demand emergency response and shutdown for when ICE comes onto our campus. We demand real protections for international students and the protection of data of all of our students. We demand that there's no collaboration between UMPD and ICE or any immigration enforcement. And we demand that all students, regardless of need, have access to a hybrid classroom for the whole semester. We fight so hard, not just because it's right, but because Mirak's fight is our fight. A win for immigrant rights is a win for the students because our enemy is the same. That's why I'll continue to fight Klobuchar just as hard as I'll fight Cunningham. We won't wait 3 more years.
We won't wait 3 more years.
The people will stop ICE here.
The people will stop ICE here.
We won't wait 3 more years.
We won't wait 3 more years.
The people will stop ICE here.
The people will stop ICE here.
We won't wait 3 more years.
We won't wait 3 more years.
The people will stop ICE here.
The people will stop ICE here.
ICE will be beat.
ICE will be beat.
When the people hit the streets.
When the people hit the streets.
ICE will be beat.
ICE will be beat.
When the people hit the streets.
When the people hit the streets.
I just wanted to shout out National SDS for writing those chants for us.
Thank you very much, Sashma. Money for housing and education. Not for war and deportation. Money for housing and education. Not for war and deportation. Money for housing and education. Not for war and deportation. No more tear gas, not another gun. ICE was violent from day one. No more tear gas, not another gun. ICE was violent from day one. No more tear gas, not another gun. ICE was violent from day one. No more tear gas, not another gun. ICE was violent from day one. Funding ICE is always wrong. ICE break communities all day long. Funding ICE is always wrong. ICE break communities all day long. Funding ICE is always wrong. ICE break communities all day long. All right, speaking of education, yes, thank you all, keep the energy up. All right, speaking of education, I would like to invite another person associated with the education system, Drake, who is a rank and file member of MFE, the Minneapolis Federation of Educators.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me speak. My name is Drake Myers, and I'm a rank and file preschool educator with MFE 59. So that's the Educators Union representing Minneapolis public school educators. If you don't know, people may have seen a lot of our MFE hats recently at different stuff. Educators have been at the front lines fighting back against ICE's presence in our communities, because every educator has felt the terror of the attacks firsthand in their own families, neighborhoods, and classrooms. Students and staff have been abducted, even on school grounds. Schools have been stalked relentlessly and sometimes tear-gassed. We have to take the preschoolers in early when we hear flashbangs going off near the recess area. And classrooms are missing more and more students every day. Just today, I heard a bus full of kids had to watch as someone was abducted by ICE right in front of their school bus. The horrors of this racial terror campaign have been felt every minute of every school day. Despite all that, Each and every educator is activated, participating heavily in protests, neighborhood watch groups, mutual aid efforts, and planning actions to fight for the future our students deserve. Educators are leveraging what we do best, teaching and nurturing our communities. Educators stand up for many demands, ICE-free zones around schools, a guarantee that SNAP funding will continue, an eviction moratorium until ICE is out, and protections and accommodations for impacted staff and students. I don't know of a single educator who wants our federal tax money going to pay for this campaign of racial terror. We want money for quality public schools. We want ICE out now. And yet, many of my fellow educators may even support Amy Klobuchar because they don't know what she has stood for. Amy has voted again and again to fund the bombing of children, the destruction of every school in Gaza, she poses for pictures with Netanyahu when she can. In meetings with Palestinians who have lost family members to U.S. bombs, she yawns. She does not care about children. As Hennepin County Attorney, she threw a 16-year-old boy, Mayan Burrell, into prison for life with no evidence. So forgive me if I don't believe her when she says she'll vote against more ICE funding. If she can't draw the line on genocide, then where can she draw the line?
That's right.
Now I want to say something slightly classroom style since I'm an educator. I see a lot of people posting that abolish ICE is the moderate position, and I agree. ICE is not even as old as me. I'm 33. We must get rid of it completely as soon as possible. But that is the moderate position. The immigrants of this country have been organized and fighting for rights since way before ICE existed. And the slogan they've used is "No human being is illegal." Can you raise your hand right now if you believe no human being is illegal? Please keep your hands raised. So, if abolish ICE is the moderate position, we now know a deeper slogan we can say that comes from the heart of the immigrant rights struggle. I'm so glad Mirak has taught me this slogan. Legalization for all!
Legalization for all!
Minneapolis, keep your hands up, but make them into a fist. And say it with me. Legalization for all!
Legalization for all!
That is what we've got to demand. Nothing less. Legalization for all!
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 Thank you, thank you.
All right, guys, I just want to make a really quick safety announcement. If you are by the road, please move closer. We don't want anyone to get hit by cars. Yeah, come on, scooch on in. You don't have to be afraid of me. I don't bite. And there's also, there's no space over here. There's some space over there. You can still hear pretty well. Our sound isn't that bad. So, yeah, but please stay away from the road. Okay, I'm going to do some more chants before I introduce our next speaker. Oh, okay. I hope you guys practice on your Spanish, because that's what these next chants are going to be. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido
Jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
You can be louder than that. Come on, guys. Practice your Spanish. This is the time. Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
I do it for my people.
I do
Yo lo hago pa mi gente.
Yo lo hago pa mi gente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
I do it for my people.
I do it for my people.
Yo lo hago pa mi gente.
Yo lo hago pa mi gente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
Minnesota presente.
I do it for my people.
I do it for my people.
Yo lo hago pa mi gente.
Yo lo hago pa mi gente.
Okay, this is a fun one. Trump, escucha.
Escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Trump, escucha.
Trump, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Trump, escucha.
Trump, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Yeah, guys, make sure you're loud enough. I want him to hear us all the way from here, okay? Be loud as possible. I want Amy to be shaking in her boots wherever she is, okay? You gotta be that loud. Trump, escucha.
Trump, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Trump, escucha.
Trump, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Trump, escucha.
Trump, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Trump, escucha.
Trump, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Okay, great job, guys.
I just want to say, you guys really should give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are here present, fighting for what's right, and you guys are not confused. You know who our enemy is. And I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm here till the end with you all, and thank you guys. I'm really proud to be a Minnesotan. I'm proud to be an activist, and I'm proud to be a part of this community.
I just wanted to make one quick announcement. I think someone lost their key fob. If it's you, you can come up here and pick it up from us. Oh, find it? Oh, sorry. Please look out for a key fob. And if you find it, sorry. If you find the key fob lying around here, please hand it over to us and we can give it to the person who lost it. All right, thank you for that, listening to me on that. Okay, let's introduce the next speaker of the day, who is Jaylani from the Council of American Islam Relations.
All right, everybody. First and foremost, I want to greet you all with a greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace and blessings be upon you all. It is incredible to just see so many of you continue to show up. You know, this is an important time for all of us. And I just want you to take 1 second to look to your left, to your right, and to your back. And I want you to do something Minnesotans have been doing now for the last 4 weeks. Let's give each other hugs. I want to let you know that Renee Good gave hugs to her neighbors. And I just learned something yesterday. I spent a little time with some of the businesses, and I found out that some of the businesses were telling me about their encounters with Alex, and they said he was the neighborhood watch. He was the person who cared. He didn't just stand outside, he knocked on the doors and checked in on the businesses, and especially our immigrant businesses. In fact, I talked to this young Somali woman who told me she did not know as soon as she saw the video, without anyone telling her who he was, she knew he was Alex. He embodied the best of our state. He embodied the best of our neighbors. Both Renee Good and Alex did everything possible in their will to protect their neighbors. And these monster killer cops killed those two individuals. I want you to know Alex's last good deed was protecting a woman from who was physically pushed and shoved to almost to the point where she could have been seriously hurt. What we are seeing in front of us is a moment of history. And I want you to know that every single one of us is in this moment of pain, of agony, and frustrated. But I want you to know that this moment will pass. But the question that we all have in this moment is, what are we doing every day to make our community better, our neighborhood safer? And how are we using our God-given skill sets in this movement right now? If you are a writer, this is the time for you to write. If you are a singer, this is the time for you to sing. If you are a Twitter, Twitter, whatever you do on social, whatever you are good at, this is a time to use it for this movement. Even if you are a knitter, it is time to start knitting. And if you are someone who just has the ability to show up for their neighbors and friends, this is the time to show up for your neighbors and friends. I want to let you know that in this moment, every single time ICE is in our neighborhoods, there are an incredible group of people driving right behind them. Incredible group of people whistling, people honking their horn. Every single one of us stepping up. And for the first time, our neighbors now, as you all heard, we are now starting to see our neighborhoods. We are starting to see who lives next to us. And we are taking care of each other like no other. We will come out of this moment stronger, more connected, and being ready to serve this nation even more. But I want you to know in this moment, there's still a group of people from our communities, some afraid, some worried, some at home. And I want to let you know, this is the moment that we need every single one of you outside. Every single one of you outside. Whether it's a corner of your street or a highway overpass or in your neighborhood or in your grocery stores, we need everybody in this moment. Because we need everybody, because I know ICE is losing. I know they are. And I know I've been hearing this, and I want to clarify it for everybody across the world and in the United States. When we mean ICE out of Minnesota, we don't mean ICE going to Maine or somewhere else. We want ICE out of all of the United States of America. We are saying ICE's last battle is in the ICE state of the country, here in Minnesota. The last battle is here. We have already paid the ultimate price. And we are showing them how kind we are, how we love our neighbors. And because of that, we are showing their hypocrisy. I want you to say this because the rest of the world needs to see. Every time, like Renee was killed and Alice was killed, the first thing that came out of their mouth were lies. Lies about what happened. I want you to say this with me. I want you to say this with me. They are lying. 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 And I want you to know in this moment, Minnesota, when they came for our neighbors and they took Renee, so many people who call themselves great Minnesotans were silent, some even defiant, including the Republican Party and the Republican leadership of this state. They stayed silent. They made excuses for the killer cops, but failed to recognize the humanity in Renee Good. And today, after the murder of Alex Pretti, even for those who claim and care about the Second Amendment, they found a reason the Second Amendment does not apply to Alex Pretti. Shame on them. People like that who are unprincipled, undisciplined, and not morally corrupt in this moment, Minnesota, there is a day of reckoning, and it's going to come in November. And Minnesotans from all walks of life are going to remember the receipts that we have of those who stood up for our neighbors and those who cowardly stayed silent while Trump lied, while his administration lied, and while they killed our own neighbors on our streets. I do have a bit of good news. Some of you heard about it. We finally demoted Little Man. I'm not going to give him his name. Little Man is going over here. How about it? Chant with me. Bye-bye, Little Man. Bye-bye, Little Man. You have been officially in Minnesota de-iced. No one knows about de-icing than Minnesotans. We've been de-icing for a long time, y'all. We do it by the gallons. Some of us make our homemade de-icers, but we've been de-icing. And guess what? We not only do we ice, we also do the windshield wiper. We just show them off there, right? That's how Minnesotans have been operating with ice. But on a somber note, I want to bring us back because I know there's still some feelings in this moment. I want you to know that when they took Renee, more and more people became observers. And at this moment, as they took Alex from us, we need even more and more people to become observers. They think that they can murder all of us. They will never be able to do that. For one, they take from us, thousands of more rise up. Thousands of more become more observers. And thousands of more become more on the streets, standing up for their neighbors, watching out. And to those incredible people, our neighbors, those of them who could not be outside today, some of them who fear those sirens and those calls, we tell them, we love you and we have your back. Say it, we have your back. Say it, we have your back. Say it, we have your backs. Say it, we have your backs. And because we're Minnesotans, I want to send a beautiful message to our brothers in Maine who are now also facing ICE raids. To Maine, we say from Minnesota to Maine, we have your backs. We have your backs. We have your backs. And they will de-ice just like Minnesota is de-icing. Finally, tomorrow there will be a rally at the Capitol from 12 to 5. As you all know, this moment is coming. The day is almost here when we have officially defeated this administration's ICE and we have sent them back into the borders and no more on the streets of this country. That day is around the corner. And it will happen because Minnesotans just like you showed up on corners just like this who demanded that we care more about our neighbors than the authoritarian regimes that they sent on us. Our love will win in this face of hatred in this moment. Minnesota's love will win in the face of hatred in this moment. But I call upon you in this moment to make deep commitments to your neighborhood, to your families, and to this great state. This moment must define the future. And for the first time in this country, we must fix the immigration system and allow every person's dignity and humanity to be accepted. And to allow everyone who is legally here to be allowed to have immigration pathways. No one is legal on stolen land. Say it with me. No one's legal on a stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land. And finally, I know you're all cold, but just to close us off, if you want to pull your phone out and turn the flashlights on for half a second, if you can do that. In the moments of darkness, it is people who stand up in this moment who shed a little bit of light in the darkness that we're in. And as we just turn out these lights, I want you to, in this moment, to recognize that this is what's happening all over Minnesota. Neighborhoods, across neighborhoods, people who may have not met each other are standing up for each other. People across our state are now talking to each other. And we are not only giving each other hugs, we are actually embracing each other. I was in a Cub Foods in the late night, and I was in an alley, and I could look at the other person, and I could tell you that every single Minnesotan today is feeling a sense of love for their neighbors. I walk into Costco, and the woman there who was in actual tears, just giving embrace to each other. This is a moment for Minnesotans to share the goodness that we have to the rest of the country. And we shine in this North Star state a little bit of justice for the rest of the country. For Renee Good and Alex Pretti, we say as Minnesotans, we will not give up this fight. Say it with me. We will not give up this fight. 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 Say it with me. We are winning.
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 And to all of you tonight who showed up, and to all the countless people that continue to show up. I know Alex, if he had the chance, would be here tonight. And I know if Renee had the chance, she would be here tonight. So we say to those people at home, continue to show up. Victory is around the corner. There is a day coming when Americans will wake up and ICE will no longer be existing on the streets of our country. And that day when it comes, Minnesotans across this country, Minnesotans wherever you are and here in this state, should wake up knowing that it died here in our streets. And because we stood up together and we fought harder than ever, no matter what they say about us. I know we're a little passive aggressive and we say oops and all this kind of weird stuff, but never corner a Minnesotan. Never corner a Minnesotan. Never. Minnesota, our sheer love for each other, and prosecute them, charge them, arrest them now. Say it with me. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
And we must demand justice by any means necessary.
Thank you so much, Jelani, for a powerful end to our speaker program. But please ready yourself because you are about to learn some new chants. So let me hand it over to our member of Mirak, Amino.
Thank you guys for coming out this evening. These are some simple chants, but I'm going to say them with you as well. So I am going to say, Mahan Rabna, that means what do we want? And you will say adalat, and that means justice. And then I will say Gorma Rabna, which means when do we want it? And you will say Hada. So let's do it together. Mahan Rabna, adalat. Gorma Rabna, Hada. Mahan Rabna, adalat. Gorma Rabna, Hada. Mahan Rabna, adalat. Gorma Rabna, Hada. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do one more chant, and it is Gul Minnesota. Can we practice Gul Minnesota?
Gul Minnesota.
It means victory for Minnesota. So let's do it together. Gul Minnesota! Gul Minnesota! Gul Minnesota!
Gul Minnesota.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. We have one more ask, and that is to call your senators and ask them not to participate in funding this ICE. Thank you, guys.
Just some quick mention. On Wednesday, PCAT will be doing a banner